Good evening. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is before F Day, Fed Day. That's what it stands for. And that is tomorrow, the 21st of September, 2022. So today is the 20th. It is Tuesday evening. And what do we do with the market tomorrow? So let's talk about that. If you go back and you look at the recent hikes that the Fed has done and you look at what the end result has been, the market breaks in front and rallies afterwards. I have no reason to think that won't be the case if we get a 75 basis point hike, as the Fed probably goes with to be on the conservative side. If they decide to go a little radical and do it bigger, which I don't think they'll do, they could go to 100 basis points. After that occurs, you've got to look at where the dot plot's going to come in and what the different districts are saying in their area. So there's a lot of analysis to be done, but the end result is after this big of a break that we've had in the market, I, for one, would be concerned about holding on to short positions into the report in the immediate aftermath. Have those rallies held? No. Doesn't mean they can't hold a couple of days. But they have not ended up holding. As you can see here, we are coming down. We're not at the June lows, but we are certainly in the zone. That is the best way to say it. As for the gold market, when we look at the weekly chart, still under a lot of selling pressure, down 0.5% for the week so far. When we go to the daily bar chart, lower highs, lower lows. We have embedded or not? We have not embedded. So tomorrow, by the way, generally charts don't embed. They're getting close, but they're not there. I'd be looking at that market to see what it does. When we come to the swing line, you can see that the market is in a downtrend unless you get back over 1688.80. Take that out, you break this pattern. The resistance, if you rallied, would be back up to the 1713 level. The Bollinger Band is the support. You tried to close under it one time recently. You got thrown right back, and you're holding it. That is that beauty of that course that I teach on enhanced Bollinger Bands. This is called an attempt at riding the lower band. Not yet. It isn't called that. It's just called a challenge of it. We haven't begun riding it at this point. And momentum, this is how you decide, are you embedded? You can't count today because we don't know where Wednesday's going to settle, and we're already in Wednesday trade. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go back now till Tuesday. Both numbers under 20. Both numbers were not under 20 on Monday. You can't embed. So you have an oversold market, hit the lower band, has had a hard break. I wouldn't be surprised, I'm just telling you, if you get a relief rally. I am not saying it's going to be a big change of direction, that suddenly the gold is bottomed out or any of that. The gold-silver ratio continues to drop. It's down to 86.90 from being up here in the 97 level. And as you can see, the silver is in an uptrend, higher lows, but lower highs. So suddenly the market's tilting a little, and it's caught in a broad sideways action here and overbought. I don't see the new money stepping into the silver and saying, let's go gung-ho on that market. The copper market's in a downtrend unless you take out 355.80. If that is taken out, you would turn the trend and have higher lows, higher highs. There's a big however. To buy it means you'd have to risk down to 348.25 right now. Who wants to risk 700 points in copper? You might. I want no part of that. That's a, what, $1,600, $1,700 risk? No. The platinum market is trying to embed. So let's go back. You cannot count, as you can see here, Wednesday, but you can count Tuesday. Both numbers over 80. We can count the day before Monday, both numbers over 80. They weren't that way on Friday. So I need tomorrow to be an update to keep it embedded. We'll see if the market offers that or not. In the palladium market, you've come back to challenge over and over the 200 and the 18-day average of closes. The trend is up until the market takes out the 2080 level. Now, if it takes that out, you don't enter a downtrend, you step out of the uptrend. If you rally from here, the Bollinger Band at 22,070.40 is the next resistance zone. And in the dollar, you have lower highs, higher lows with a market that is now in overbought territory. I'll let somebody else own it at that. Is it a dangerous day tomorrow for any type of trading? I can promise you it is. Why? Because you don't know what the impact's going to be as you step into these markets. Now, the first thing we're going to do in the morning is I'm going to bring you up to date with in the futures and the spiders as to what's going on, where we're at, what the markets are looking for. Do remember that we also have the United Kingdom coming out with their monetary policy, Bank of Japan this week. It is a wild week, but that's the beauty of me coming out at 5:30 in the morning in the futures, covering 40 some odd charts for you. Live as the charts are going, I'm recording the action right there, telling you what I'm seeing in the market, then backing it up at 9 o'clock by covering about 45 charts in the Spider ETF. And between the two of them, you really get yourself technical analysis, the fundamentals, what the trade is looking for, where you're at with it. Gives you a game plan. And that's the idea here. Trying to cover all these markets, giving you the game plan there, and with stocks thrown in, all of these markets in the ETF spiders. And I cover probably 6, 7 different charts right now, doing Home Depot, Netflix, they're all in there at this point in time. So how do you get this information? It's simple. You go to our website, iraepstein.com, under the word research, or just follow my hand. Move your cursor up to the top here, and what will happen when you get there, you'll see an icon. Give it a click. It'll explain how this all works. Get yourself set up, because I think the next 48 hours is going to be very important, both the spiders, ETFs, stocks, and futures markets. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. See you later.